Hi guys, Game Week 4 just ended. There's so many talking points to talk about there. So many clean sheets there in most managers out there with an average point tally of 57. First objective fulfilled by my side here. I'm aiming to get 20% above the average points, which I managed to do in this game week, and a small green arrow upwards is what I would take it, what I love, and I'll take it. And we move on to game week 5 and see how I managed to plan ahead for game week 5 this time round. Now, you can see that in my squad, okay, first thing first, Dominic Calvert-Lewin injured, brings Kyle Walker in, so which brings my formation to 4-5-1 for game week 4. Fortunately, all my backline got a clean sheet there, with Marcel absolutely smashing with two assists there. So we all know that we all know that how Wolves likes to play with their fullbacks in full attack offensive mode. So Marcel and as well as Semedo both actually contributing to the attack as well. However, my pick for Marcel against Semedo, of course, with the 0.4 million savings there to channel the 0.4 million. And later part of the video, you will know why this each and every bit counts in terms of value for the team. So Livermore fortunately get it's a good clean sheet there. Home ground against West Ham, maintain their backline pretty well, I would say. And of course with Liverpool there, Virgil van Dijk. Obviously does not have the most popular Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it is also in terms of the goal scoring opportunity that was presented to Van Dijk many a times in his gameplay. So I shall stick with him because I like those thumping haters points, which usually gets the bonus points as well. But uh, that hasn't really quite gotten into Van Dijk's points tally so far for the season. Okay, so the first time round, the defense give me a very good scoreline there. And we'll look at the only player that has been in my squad for so long. Harvey Barnes still not performing. Oh my god. Should I be getting rid of him? That's the question that I am asking myself each time. He even has a value drop of 0.2 million. So once again, because of the injuries to Dominic Calvert-Lewin and as well as Antonio's suspension, there's some tweak in my lineup in which Harvey Barnes still remains for the upcoming fixture. So it's just because we all know Leicester City's attack is not as strong as before. They do not have so much of a goal threat there. Harvey Barnes did hit the post with the header there, but it's still not that convincing. But the opportunity presented to me, 7 million midfielder doing in the penalty box, always in the penalty box is what appeals to me. So as of now, he still stays in my lineup. Okay. Uh, Bruno Fernandes, what a good kick and what a good outside of the box shot there, which really deserves the 8 pointer there. Okay, obviously I do not have Ronaldo at game week 4 because uh, I would really would like to see how United actually starts to play, and it is quite certain that Ronaldo is playing in that number 9 forward position, with a lot of other players accommodating his gameplay. So I mean that's a given, but I just want to, I just want to like to pass the eye test and see that was really being done, and I have no questions. It's all right that I didn't get him right from the start of game before, but stay tuned because he is already in my squad for game week 5. Okay. So now we have Salah there, scoring his 100th goal for Premier League. So it was a record, definitely, and obviously the way Liverpool attack, he is actually bound to get some more points, and he's always playing the full 90 minutes, so that's perfect for all FPL managers there. Okay, so of course, Antonio really hashtag a rash decision there. -1, a lot of managers are actually getting rid of him. So it is actually quite unfortunate because he just see a slight uptick in his form. In fact, so I mean this is what it is. So we will take a look at my game week 5 lineup there. Okay, game week 5 I've already done how many? A staggering of 4 transfers, 8 points deductions. Okay, usually for myself, I do if there's if for any points deduction that I took, I usually captain the person that I bring in so as to justify for the points deduction here. Now, why am I comfortable with taking 8 points hit here? Okay, first thing first, that is not as planned, okay? Because with Dominic Calvert-Lewin's injury and Antonio's suspension, Scarlett's not likely to play. I don't have any strikers available to start for this upcoming game weeks. Thank goodness I have two free transfers here, so I did 4 swap, okay? First thing first, to accommodate Romelu Lukaku coming into my squad. Okay, so as we all know, from game week 7 onwards, Chelsea's fixtures have really improved drastically. So my plan is always to bring in Romelu Lukaku for game week 7 onwards, and you can see that Chelsea's defense is also quite of a quite high standard as evident from the match against Liverpool back then. So we already know that the Chelsea we already know that so far Chelsea have kept all clean sheets one except one game which is against Liverpool that was actually a spot kick conceded. So apart from that, from open play, they are actually pretty consistent. So Chelsea's defenders are the next to keep a lookout for. So I've been monitoring Rick James and Alonso as well, Marcus Alonso. So there's a few other players in the form of with the likes of Rudiger as well as Christensen. So the price brackets that Chelsea's defenders are is actually quite a wide range. So we really have to monitor for that. So for now, let me just move into the Romelu Lukaku. No, now why do I bring Romelu Lukaku? Romelu Lukaku, you can see the way that Chelsea plays. He's asking for the ball almost whenever he's in the penalty box. That's the appeal that all FPL managers want. Romelu Lukaku definitely going for the golden boot this time round. He looks more fit, more ready, his physical gameplay actually improved a lot since the time he was back then with Everton and United. So definitely he is one to watch for me. So I've actually bring him in ahead of this away fixture against Tottenham. I wouldn't say that it is a sure win for Chelsea because Tottenham can actually turn up the game even with the suspensions and injuries to their centre backs. However, the reason why I'm going for Romelu Lukaku is for a long-term plan. From game week 7 onwards, their fixtures actually improve, and obviously many managers are going to come in for him. Definitely, his price will definitely keep going up. So, fingers crossed, no injuries, nothing. Okay. Now Ronaldo, I've also bringing in now at the expense of Antonio. Okay, so usually with Antonio with a suspension and with Europa League with Europa League fixtures for West Ham, it might be a bit tricky if there is any form of rotation here for West Ham, and I'm not really comfortable to leave a 8 million player on the bench, even for a single game week. So that's the reason why I've moved in from Ronaldo. Obviously, if I do that, some players have to make way for the budget. All right, so Fernandez is the one going out here, unfortunately. Okay, and Kyle Walker as well. So the original aim was that Kyle Walker will leave after this game week against Southampton. However, because really needed the funds for Lukaku and Ronaldo, that's why Williams comes in straight away at 4 million. And also, with this 4 transfer, I managed to make it successfully before any possible price hike. So, uh, it is really about in the moment when I see that the price actually fits really well, and it is good that once I did the transfer in, Gray actually increased by 0.1 million already, and we can see Marcel also increasing by 0.1, which brings my overall team value to 100.8 million, which I'm actually very concerned about because for to build the team long term, the value is very important because well, after that you can see that Antonio's price starts to drop slightly, and you might miss out on the gains that he already has. So this time round, because Salah's fixture against Crystal Palace is so appealing to me, so the captaincy is currently on him. However, I may change depending on some if there's any positive news I heard out there. So you can see Greenwood didn't even play the match again for a midweek match, Champions League match for United. So meaning to say he should be really fresh to start against West Ham team. That is without Antonio. Very interesting to watch them. Backline, all home fixtures. Okay, it is really great. Okay, I'm expecting some clean sheets out there, and same thing. If the attacking fullbacks with the likes of Williams and Marcel can actually perform, that would really be ideal. All right, and moving on to my midfield, as I covered previously, Barnes is one that has to stay in my team for now because I really can't make any further transfers at the expense of him. So I will hope that he could deliver a brace or a hat trick to actually cover for the past 4 game weeks, for the fifth that I put in him for the past 4 game weeks. Okay, so Jota stays in my team as of now, and because of Firmino's injury, he will likely start and he should score against Crystal Palace because we all know that Crystal Palace is actually a team that is capable of putting the ball forward, which brings space to the final third for Liverpool. So I do expect some returns there for Jota as well. Now, with Antonio's suspension, it is even more pivotal to know that you need a strong bench for this season because with COVID restrictions here and also the possible injuries and suspensions, the need for a strong bench actually kicks in very instantly for all managers now. I only have this. Okay, Amas is not likely to start, so the in case if anyone doesn't play, Livramento will have to step in. Now, this is the lineup that I should be starting for game week 5 and really hope to see another nice green arrow upwards. Let me know if you think that captaincy choice should be given to any other players here because I'm actually really proud of my team here. So I'm hoping that this team will perform again, and I shall see you guys soon again for the next game week review. Take care, bye.